Hi, I'm Mark Safe. With the big money approaching, shorthanded play at the final table is no time to get timid. In this lesson, we'll show you why taking control of your destiny in a shorthanded game is the best way to ensure you win the big prize. In our last lesson, we talked about how you're going to want to tighten up your game when the final table begins. This is because you'll be at a full table where the blinds will be coming around more slowly, and your opponents will be more likely to be playing a little looser than they were when you were seated at two shorthanded tables. As players start getting eliminated from the final table, you'll see your opponents begin to tighten up as the really big money comes into view. This is because shorthanded play on the final table is much like shorthanded play before the final table or when you're reaching the money bubble. Because your opponents are becoming fearful of getting busted, you can loosen up your game and apply more pressure on them in each hand. Of course, the fact your opponents are tightening up is just one reason why you should play a looser game when you're shorthanded. Remember, the blinds are going to be coming around much more quickly with fewer players at the table, which means you need to gamble a little more in order to maintain your chip stack and avoid being blinded down to a level where all you can do is move all in or fold. So, how loose should you be? Think about this. At a full table, you will probably be playing about 80% of your hands when action is folded around to you on the button. When you are down to three-handed play, you have exactly the same number of opponents in the hand with you as you do when you're on the button in a full ring game and everyone folds around to you. Therefore, you should be looking to play about 80% of your hands from the button when you're three-handed. Another key thing to remember here is the style in which you play your hands will be dictated by how your opponents are playing. For example, if your opponents are playing very tight before the flop, open raising them on the button will often be enough to get them to fold their hands. If your opponents are playing a lot of hands pre-flop, then you're going to want to re-raise them more often because they will be reluctant to play back at you with marginal hands. Finally, one last word about playing against short to average stacks in shorthanded play. Due to the fact that most players are looking to move up another rung on the money ladder, this is a time when you can put particular pressure on those opponents with short to average chip stacks. So keep an eye on your opponent's stack size when play gets shorthanded and take advantage of players who are clearly trying to hang on and move up another step on the money ladder.